Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I just wanted to do a quarantine book haul video. I have compiled quite a few books over quarantine, as I'm sure you have been. I've been pretty bored, so outside of reading, another pastime would be searching for new books to read. So today I just want to go over all the books that I purchased since quarantine began. So the first author I ended up buying was Nick Cutter. I bought it to read The Troop, but then I ended up buying two more books along with it, The Deep and Little Heaven. I don't know much about The Deep and Little Heaven, but The Troop is the book that I really wanted to read. I have heard that there is some animal cruelty in it. This doesn't sit very well with me. So I am a little apprehensive to read it. So if you have read this book, please comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if I'm maybe overreacting a little bit about the animal cruelty. Now, animal cruelty is never good in any capacity, but I mean, hey, maybe people are overblowing it a little bit in this novel. So let me know if you've read it. Let me know your thoughts on the novel. Let me know your thoughts on Nick Cutter as an author and The Deep and Little Heaven as well. The next book I got was A Boy's Life, or just Boy's Life by Robert McCammon. Like Nick Cutter, Robert McCammon, I have never read any of his books, so I want to give this one a try. This one was recommended to me by someone who said it was very similar to It by Stephen King and Summer of Night by Dan Simmons. So I think it follows the same plot lines as, a fellowship of a group of kids running around, taking on evil. So I want to say that's where this one is going to go based on the other two. So if you've read this one, let me know what it's all about. No spoilers, of course. Good or bad, leave a comment below. And yeah, I am looking forward to getting to this one, though. Next up, I couldn't pass up the new Grady Hendrix novel. It is the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. I have read Horror Store and I've read My Best Friend's Exorcism. I love them both. This one is fairly new. So this one and We Sold Our Souls are the only two by Grady Hendrix that I haven't read yet. Like I said, the Horror Store and My Best Friend's Exorcism, I absolutely loved. I think Grady Hendrix is a very easy author to read. He's a page turner. He does a good job keeping you involved and keeping you immersed in his novels. So I am looking forward to getting to this one. If you've checked it out, let me know what your thoughts were. Every year, I like to toss in a classic. Last year, I did Turn of the Screw. The year before, I did Haunting of Hill House. So this year, I want to do Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. It was actually recommended by another booktuber, Boston Reads Books. She's actually got quite a bit of followers. Check her out. She recommended The Devouring Grey last year as well, which isn't a classic, but it was a recommendation of hers that I really liked. So I figured when she threw this one out there, I figured this would be my classic of this year. So I picked it up, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. I'm sure a lot of you out there have read it. As you know, it's been around for quite a long time. So let me know your thoughts. Another new book, I believe it's a newer release, is The Chestnut Man by Soren Sveistrup. He is a Danish author. He's actually the same writer from the TV series The Killing. So if you like that, hey, maybe check this one out. You might be into it. This book seems to be more of a cop trying to track down a serial killer type novel. What comes to mind is like The Snowman, a book like that. So yeah, I mean, other than that, I don't know anything else about it. Don't know much about this author. Looking forward to checking this one out, though. If you've read it, let me know your thoughts, good or bad. I really enjoyed the book 1984. I had to read it in school. I'm sure a lot of you have as well. This book is a play on that book. It's called 1Q84 by Haruki Murakami, who is a Japanese author. So this book looks very interesting. It looks like a new, fresh take on the 1984 dystopian Big Brother plot. If you've read this one, it is a bit of a long one. I'd love to know your thoughts. It will be a bit of an investment to pick up because of the thickness of it. So I'd like to know your thoughts going into it. Is it worth it? I'll read it eventually, maybe not anytime soon, but I'm looking forward to it when I do get to it. And the last one is A Cosmology of Monsters by Sean Hamill. Don't know much about this book. Don't know much about the author. If any of you have read any Sean Hamill, if you've read this book, let me know how it was. What drew me to this book was a blurb on the back by Stephen King. Usually whenever I see something like that, I'll give it a try. So hasn't let me down in the past, so I'm interested to see what this one's like. Thanks for checking out my video. If you like reading, if you like Stephen King, which is the primary focus of my channel, give me a thumbs up, subscribe below. I'd really like some feedback on this video. Let me know which of these books you would read. It's always hard to figure out which book I want to read next. So let me know, which one would you read out of the books I just listed? And happy reading. We'll talk to you guys soon.